Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Anthony, and I am just chilling, doing some tech support. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see here. Let me get that going. Hope you're all doing well today. Let's see here. How's everybody doing? I'm working on right now. Some folks have sent in some emails. I'm replying to those. Let's see here. Hey, Michael in chat. What's up, man? I have good news for you. Boop. Give me a second. Okay. Michael in chat. Refresh your page, and I think if you look on, if you go to the home page, you might see you have something waiting for you. Let's see here. And I'm working on something for Sunbear. Let's see here. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Fernando. What's up? Oh, finishing out the last half hour of an 11.5 hour shift. Well, congratulations. That is a long shift. I hope your day is okay. What are you doing after you get off work? You want to sleep? What do you got going on? Hopefully you get a chill or something. Not anything crazy. It should be on your it should be in your realm bar area, Michael, I believe. It says my realms. And again, you may have to refresh. I just literally hit enter on that. Okay. Let's see here. We got a lot of things we're working on. We got payouts going out today. Dishes and food too. Yeah, okay. All of them some order. Yep. You need to get some good food, hopefully. Have something to relax, wind down the day, to chill out. I feel that. That is something. I think today I just got off work myself, and now I'm here, just doing a little bit. Hey, What's up? No skills or skills. What's up? What's going on? You should see it when you log in. Pat is working right now on finalizing the payments that are going out today. We had to create a whole dashboard thing behind the scenes to automate things and to make it all happen. So there's been a whole feature build out for payouts. So again, if you haven't already done so, and you're US based right now, you can go to your creator dashboard and synchronize your Stripe account, because that's coming out today, and hopefully very soon. He's finalizing the final reviews of that before it goes live and starts sending out money. Oh no, Fernando. Well, hopefully you can enjoy some nice beverage. You know, coffee. I used to drink coffee like at night before bed, and I'd go to sleep. It was the weirdest thing. Then I found out people with ADHD, which I got diagnosed later on in life after my son did. I got diagnosed at like 3 years ago. If you have ADHD, caffeine will actually make you calm, put you to sleep. Explains a lot. So if you drink caffeine and it doesn't wake you up, and it actually calms you down and makes you go to sleep, might be because of something. All yours. All right. Da. Hey, yeah, Michael. See, there you go. Boom. Tech support happens live, right? You know, who would have thunk? You actually saw it happen. I literally clicked the button right when you walked in. So some things I'm working on. You know, there's a few folks that have been talking about realms, and they want to get some. So there's a few of our awesome folks that have been backers and really supportive on the platform. I'm just kind of closing those emails out, getting them realms, and then we're working on finalizing some stuff for public realms. I'm putting together a application I'll be releasing to everyone that'll ask about if you want a public realm or a private, or not a private. So funny. I'll talk about that nomenclature in a second. Or realm, and people will kind of apply for it, so we can kind of see what's going on, who wants what, and then we'll kind of roll some out. Yeah. Well, hey, Anomaly, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, coffee sends me to the bathroom too. We all have that morning coffee bathroom break, I think, especially if you get older. Yeah, and then Michael, getting ADHD as an adult, getting diagnosed, because as a kid it was like taboo, and it was like, oh no, you know. But it was funny, like when my son was getting diagnosed, because he clearly had it. It was very obvious, and it's very obvious looking back that all my cousins had it, and knowing that we never got diagnosed. I'm going through the checklist, and I'm telling my wife Jen, I'm like, oh, this is like totally normal. Like, yeah, I experienced this and this and this and this, and they're like, you should get tested, and then I did, and ta-da! But yeah, yay! Late in life neurodivergent diagnosed. Yes. Cheers to that. Funny how it is. Explains a lot of stuff. You know, I'm kind of trying something I'm going to do here, and this is just totally optional. I wanted to test something out, like radio edition here. So I'm going to put a link. This is something new. I'm doing this off the cuff. If anybody want to come on like a radio station, like callers calling in with a question, that link will take you, and you'll pop up, and I could just turn you on audio, and you could ask me a question. I don't know. Let's try something new. Let's see here. I'm looking at my other emails, but I'm gonna try. I think I always grew up as a kid, and I called the radio station. I don't know if y'all ever did that. Caller 259 WHV1 FM or something like that, you know? I'm like, hey, well, I might try it out on streaming, see what it's like. So let's talk about the realm name concept. The votes are in. We got a survey. A lot of people filling them out. It's gonna be they're working on updates tonight. Anomaly. I know some folks have been having issues with tagging folks. I know mobile has been having some issues with that, and the app, but we're getting that soon. Oh, Anomaly. By the way, tech support for you and everybody, congrats. You're going to hear it here first. I'm going to push out an email later once payments go out and everything. But anomaly, we're going to announce you officially as the owner of the VGA. Now, from the tech side of the house, Pat is still working. Like the public realms are a little bit oddly set up from a tech perspective. Like you can't just assign people roles. So there's a lot of back end work Pat has to do to officially sign that over. But anomaly, we're going to rip the Band-Aid off and you're going to be the first official public realm owner, taking over the VGA. And that'll be included in a email that I blast out when the payments are all going out. So you're hearing it here first, everybody. Anomaly is the first official public realm owner of the VGA. So huge congrats to you. Thanks for stepping up. And then Pat has to work like an actual technical fix to make public realms more robust and like assigning roles and stuff like that. Funny how that is. Yeah, redialing when they're like, call now and get a prize or whatever. Let's see here. So Fernando, so you were in marriage counseling with your husband, and he complained that I never prioritized his needs. Tried to explain that I wanted to, but it was difficult to focus on all the tasks. Somehow that cued the marriage counselor. Ah, wow. Interesting. Oh, now you have ADHD diagnosis and one less husband. That's hilarious. I hope it is anomaly. Yeah. You know, yeah, who do you want to thank? Your mother, your siblings for believing you, you know? You're going places. That's awesome. Let's see here. So yeah, the survey. Let's go back to the survey. I want to put the I'll put the link here. There we go. There we go. So it seems for now. Now again, we're in open beta. A lot of things are going to change. A lot of things are going to happen, right? Right now, I think we're going to stay. We're going to call realms, and then it's just public realms is the other type. It was very interesting. The results, they were very. There was no clear-cut solution. Part of that is probably because we're all still figuring out realms, right? And some of the idea behind the names of the realms, like private realm or curated realm, is really for the realm owner to know, like, what the difference is out the gate. Like, oh, a private realm is a realm where I let people stream here if I allow them to, versus a public is like anyone streams there initially, right away. And then private realm to folks that are like not realm owners, that are like a viewer or a streamer, actually thought that private realm is a place they cannot go. So it was very kind of like off-putting, and we don't want that. And so we're going to probably stick with realm for now and just see what kind of maybe evolves. This will probably be something that happens organically, and there's an evolution. But it's like I have a server, and then I got a public server, right? So a realm is the original construct of the realms that people got, and then public realm will be the type that is more generalized, built around a big topic, and stuff like that. Yeah, curated was one that was interesting. You know, I think as we all, it's interesting because this is going to be a little bit of and it might even be a name that comes out of here that's not here, or it may just stick to realm. I don't know, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. The open, you know, the thing, and again, it goes back to like, what does it mean for the person reading the name? So like a streamer would think like, oh, it's an open realm, I can stream there right away. Surprised they can't though, right? So it's like it's odd. It's just odd. It's an interesting problem because depending on the role of the individual, realm owner, streamer, or viewer, it means different things. So it was funny but I'm glad we asked everybody and we kind of got the data. The data was like realm just by itself, and private realm and curated realm were all kind of like there was no distinctive difference, and then the open realm and the premier realm were the least. Yeah, I hear you, Anomaly. Yep. And that's where we're gonna. So for right now, we're just gonna kind of like roll with the punches and see where things are. We'll figure out what we're gonna call them as we go. So I was kind of mainly asking as I put out this as I build the application for the different types of realms. But I'm just going to stick with realm and then public realm for right now, and then we'll figure it out. It's interesting. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons with their new version of it. They're like, everybody's like, what's it going to be called? What's it going to be called? 5.5, you know, D&D, the new version, whatever. And they're kind of like, whatever the player base decides to call it, that's what it'll be. So it'll be interesting how it happens. Let's see here. What other tickets do I got? For folks who tuned in yesterday, you saw we were talking to Anomaly and Skills and Sarah Sen about pilot stuff and Anomaly and Skills. I went in to that Excel that you all had, and I made a lot of comments, put stuff there. Yeah. So we're getting a lot of cool stuff going. Engineer team's working on a lot of neat stuff. Let's see here. I got my Jira tickets up. Bump, bump. Support issue tracker. Okay. Let me go to the issues. Bump, bump, bump. There's so many. We're working through them, though. We are working tirelessly through these. It's funny, you know. Okay. Yeah, no worries. I just want to let you know I went in there today and kind of started leaving comments and putting stuff. You know, maybe for everybody else, a lot of the stuff that people suggest in the features channel or suggested features channel on the Moonbeam realm are really really good. It really comes down to like just a matter of timing and resources and prioritization. So right now we're just trying to again figure out how do we get more user growth is really what we want, right? How do we get more people on Moonbeam to understand it to start growing? We saw that with kind of like the public realms having a lot of the activity, and so that's a focal point because we believe like I've talked to Pat and the team and I said I think realms what we did is we kind of went to step 3. We have step 1, we skipped step 2, and we went to step 3. We built it out from like a feature perspective because I ultimately think the pipeline in Moonbeam is, and Sarah Sen called it the front porch, which is very good way of thinking about it. The public realms is like people come, they should get into a public realm. And that's step 2. Step 1 is coming on Moonbeam. Step 2 is public realm interaction. Step 3 is going to the realms, right? So the funnel, and I think we kind of just didn't realize that we were missing this this second half, this front porch idea, so to speak, to funnel people into the more niche communities and realms. So I'm excited to see what happens when we start rolling out the applications to get more people to open up public realms. I'm interested to see what people propose. I saw someone talking about like a workout realm where you could just like film yourself, I don't know, doing a workout, like running. I don't know. That's kind of cool because maybe I want to start running or doing some kind of like fitness regimen. I could go into the fitness realm and just like, you know, kind of like live stream and see other people live streaming and hold the accountability that way. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Let's see here, Michael. The fact that they didn't just that they didn't name, yeah, argue about it endlessly, right? Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's funny how like names could be so I don't want to say controversial, but everybody has opinions. But I'm a little bit more, you know, patient because we want to. Why rush it? We're in open beta. Might as well leverage that. Like we'll figure it out. And I heard a few things yesterday in chat that kind of reinforce the idea of the private realm, like kind of be off-putting, where some folks are like, hey, I don't stream into other realms because it's kind of intimidating to approach a realm owner. So I'm like, oh, and I saw that multiple places, and a few other people told me that. It's like, oh wow, I never thought of that. So we don't want to put any friction points on the platform for people, especially the realm owners. Like, I don't want to have anything that hinders people approaching them or finding them, stuff like that. All right. Let's see here. I've seen. All right. Yeah. I don't think it's like the people that are intimidating. I think it's the interaction. It's so unique. It doesn't exist anywhere. It's almost like I don't want to say dating, job application. I don't know. There's the I could imagine that there's always a fear of rejection, right? Now, that's important because I do think there's been some really good, like, we've talked about this in some of the pilots have mentioned this about like having an automatic way to apply to a realm to stream. I think that's going to be a lot better. Um, just from a, you know, takes the awkwardness out of like, hey, can I stream? And you're like, nah, sorry, you know. Um, so I get that. Um, yeah, Pixis. So a lot of folks have asked about Pixis's development. Um, it is still like that's still all going to happen. It's actually just taking a little bit of a backseat to the platform development. Unfortunately, we have a good problem, but also a bad problem. Good problem is we have Pat, who is an AI like expert scientist, right? Like that is his professional training, AI machine learning. Bad news is he's also like one of our engineers because of just limited resources and personnel. He is triaging bugs and coding. So not what he wants to do and not what we want him to do, but until things get stabilized, then Pixis will then pick up more, getting more features built out for Pixis, right? Um, so we'll get there. It's just a matter of time. It's like, I see Moonbeam as it's growing. It's getting. We have a good community building on Moonbeam. We could all see that. It's just we got to be a little patient, and I think it'll be good once things kind of like continue to manifest that way. It's like a slow burn. It's good. It's like a good stew that marinates. Yeah, it's fascinating how bold. I'll say this, having come the past 2 years, it's kind of bold as a startup what we're even attempting. Like, it's truly insanity. Like, there's that Inception meme where like the guy's banging on the glass window and he's watching someone from his past self doing something like from the movie not Inception, sorry, Interstellar. I feel like that a little bit applies to probably Pat and I, where we're a startup that is attempting a very audacious thing. When you think about it, it's like, starting a live streaming platform in and of itself is bold. Starting like a quasi Discord / Reddit is bold in and of itself. Having an AI moderation technology that you make is bold. And we're doing those three things combined, which is kind of wild. I think we're doing a really good job of it though. So like, I am very proud. And I know that we have you all who've been supporting us along the way, and it's cool to see that you all see the vision that's here. So that's neat too. It's just kind of funny though, because we're like, that's pretty ballsy move. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. I see anomaly. Yeah, ultra wide. I see your thing about the ultra wide view makes the front page too wide anomaly. Yep. That is huge. First of all, you have a huge monitor. Yo, what is up? That is wild. That thing is huge. Everybody, anomaly has a monitor that's probably like, I don't know, the size of this room or something, because that's massive. What is cool? That's hilarious. Yeah, you know, it's what I'll say about it's fascinating to me what's happening in tech as an observer. Like, we've been very judicious with our funds. You know, we've raised some again, you know, from the crowdfunding campaign. We have a little bit of revenue coming from Moonstone sales, and then we had some investment from friends and family. And so we've built all this. We've gone and done a lot. And what's kind of fascinating to me the whole way is to see that, like, the big tech companies, just how much they spend. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, they just burn money, and I don't know what they're doing. Hey, wowzers! No, I'm here. I'm here for a bit. I'm hanging out. What's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm just talking about, like, tech companies, like what I think now, being on this side, and like how what I see like tech companies doing, and it's just they have these insane budgets, and they just, I don't know what they just burn their money like it's nothing. It's kind of wild. I do think tech is going to have a hard time. There's been a lot of people that got laid off, and you know, it sucks because I've seen people, great people that are, you know, engineers and stuff. They've gotten laid off, but it kind of goes back to, like, I think the tech companies went through this like gluttonous stage where they just kind of spent frivolously and just, I don't know, doing all kind of wild stuff with money, and this is like the result. It's like now the kind of reality sits in, and you can't do that, you know. Let me see here. Yeah, we have the angel round done. That's done. We're now in the seed round, but we're not really doing outreach to VCs at the moment. We're waiting for we're waiting to see how things go over the next like month, because we want to go to them and say, hey, now we're open, here's kind of what we've seen, and everything we're seeing is good. So once we have that, because it was hard before to go and like seek funding when we were in closed beta and closed alpha, because it wasn't really like the true test of Moonbeam. And I think now we're in a good spot. So now we have like metrics, we can show how things are performing, growth, all that. And that's what I think is cool about where we're at right now. Yeah, glutton phase in the late 90s. That's right. You know, the monitor is so long I can touch it from my desk, Fernando. Yeah, anomalies thing. Just gotta rework the layout on. Yeah, anomaly. We'll get to the layout stuff for sure for bigger monitors. I think there's one other person on Moonbeam who has like an ultra wide monitor as well. I need to get one of those because it's really cool. Yeah, no skills. I'm gonna tag Michael in your bug report here about the duplicate. Can we fix duplicates being sent on the Android app? I know this was resolved. So that duplicate bug was fixed for iOS. I don't know why it wasn't for Android, but I'm tagging him now. I'm letting him know. Michael is working on a big update for the app. He has to redo the whole front page screen on the app and everything to include public realms, and then posts. I don't know. I'm kind of liking posts a lot. I'm liking posts a lot on Moonbeam. I feel like if we get it right, it could almost be like it's a mix between like Twitter and Reddit. It's something there. Like I kind of want to just be able to go on my phone and scroll the posts in Moonbeam. I don't know. Like for me, X. I hate, I'm like on the fence of calling it X or Twitter because I want to call it X out of spite. Like Twitter's dead. The Twitter I knew is dead. Now it's just X. It doesn't deserve the name Twitter. Wowzers, I think you know how bad it is now. Like for real. You could just make a post on X and it might as well just throw it in the trash can. I don't know what's up with that. Sending out bug reports. Do I feel like that? Are you talking about no skills, Michael? These are good though. So that's tagged to Michael. Hey, DJ Guns! What's up? What's up? Let's see here. Yeah, for posts with blogging kind of stuff, I want posts to have a way to monetize. I think that if we get a way for folks to monetize posts, like if you're kind of like doing blogs or essays or an article, I think it'd be cool if people could tip you, because I would want to draw in that kind of creator crowd, right? Like they should get paid for that too. Yeah, wowzers, it's wild. I seriously don't know what's up with X. Like it is, I send something out there and it gets no reach at all. I swear we have to be shadow banned. Like, I think it's going to be, if I have to guess what's going on in X, here's my, I'm not going to say conspiracy theory because it's not. X is owned by Elon Musk, who is the world's richest man, and he's also very politically active in the sense that he has an agenda what he's doing. And you don't acquire that platform, which was a major outlet for information, and not leverage it to your own gain. He's that kind of guy, right? And so it's also built on top of AI, like Grok, right? So part of me, if I were to say, like, this is like me putting my strategist hat on. What do I think he would use? Like, what do I think is happening? If they're analyzing everyone's profile, they could tell your political leaning left or right or center. And I would imagine that you're suppressed if you're not like far right, or in some cases, if you're like just very hot for engagement reasons on the left, I would imagine they kind of pop them off to get attacked in a way and drive engagement. But I think it's if you're not far right or something, they suppress you. That's just my opinion of it all. Let's see here. DJ Guns, all right, just started streaming here. Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm glad you've been checking out Moonbeam. Yeah, we're getting started. It's we got a long way to go. We got a lot to build out, but as you can see, we are dedicated to building this out for you all. And as I just kind of got off my little spiel about social media, we started building Moonbeam 2 years ago because we kind of saw the direction it was going, and we decided, let's build one ourselves. We'll build our own boat. Everything's sinking. We'll build a boat to save ourselves, and you all could come with us, and we could all be happy. Let's see here. Yeah, Skills, I feel you on that. Yeah, wowzers. Yeah, I mean, that's what you get, right? When you fire like every human in that company, and God knows what else they do there. Like, it's, the algorithm is horrible. It's horrible. It's really bad. There will be studies, I'm sure, about like the effects of the I think we're going through a, again, why I think Moonbeam, why I'm personally invested in doing what we're doing with Moonbeam is, I do think there's a societal, again, I come from the military, So I care about like society in the sense of America and the world and democracies and free speech and all that, like those kind of values. And I do feel that I've written papers on this about like the biggest threat is not like an army that's going to come conquer us. It's the degradation of information and propaganda and misinformation and vitriol that tears people apart. That's very, very dangerous because it leads to what we're at now. Like everyone knows this is bad on every side of the aisle, but no one's doing anything about it. And you know, when you think about like our whole economic system, it's kind of built to drive that way with like engagement gets clicks and clicks get people to view ads, and it's so twisted and it results in like this kind of hellscape we're seeing play out before our eyes. So I do think it's important to solve, like from a societal, from like a very societal reason is important to solve. I think that's what's going to be cool here is our approach to this. And that's kind of why we're very decentralized. When you think about where we're going with Realms, is I do believe you have to have a decentralized approach to social media, because it's almost like you can't consolidate power at the top of the decision makers, because you never know who they are. They might be, they're going to come with their own biases. They're going to make decisions that sway things wildly one way or the other. And so you have to kind of dilute that power of the top of the pyramid on a social media platform. You have to dilute it and you got to break it up. And I think you decentralize it by giving it to individuals. That's what we're trying to do with Realms, so that there can be pockets, multiple pockets and ecosystems on a platform that are kind of insulated from the whole thing falling apart. Right? Because like it's kind of wild when you think about like how one guy could buy Twitter and just destroy it and wreak havoc on millions of accounts, you know, like that. You can't do that. So I have a lot of thoughts on social media and stuff, but we're taking a very methodical approach to it here because I think it's very important. Like, I think it's important for like from my creative side as a creator, like creators I felt were getting screwed on every platform. Like you generate free content and you get nothing. I was kind of tired of that. That's like some BS. And like the platforms were set up in an unsustainable way. Even like live streaming. Live streaming is in the construct it is on other platforms, I would say almost I don't want to say a pyramid scheme, but they're intentional. Like when you listen to what they're saying and you see the data and they're like, hey, to make it, you need to stream 20 hours a week consistently. You know, who can do that? Number one. And if you do that, you can't do that in perpetuity. And if you can't do that in perpetuity, like, and that goes back to our approach with Realms, like a TV channel, if a TV channel was a single person making content, that TV channel would not exist for 10 years. It would just die. So you got to have creative outlets. The creators have to be part of a entity that makes creative content and distributes it. Because creators cannot perpetually output content in perpetuity, nor should they. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for them. It's not even good for the creative process. I love talking about this stuff, if you can't tell. Michael, see, the way combat fracturing in America is individual collective action. If your platform powers the individual and encourages the collective, then you will succeed. Yes. Yes. Exactly. You need to have people be able to set up shop, so to speak, in a place and kind of use the tools to grow and thrive, and not be beholden to some meta level decision that's arbitrary by the people at the top. So let's see what other bug tickets I got. Let's see here. Again, if anybody wants to come and ask me a question on audio, I'll drop the link and you can come on. Like that's why I got the radio station edition. Just putting it out there. If anybody wants, Let's see here. I remember as a kid, I would call some stations and get on the air. You'd have to talk to the producer first, and he'd be like, "All right, you're gonna go on in a second. You're gonna ask one question, and you ask your question, and then they drop you off, and then they answer it on the air. It's, fun." Okay. Yep. We're fixing the issue when you hit the back button on mobile, on like mobile web. Things will disappear. That's actually being worked on right now. Let's see here. Let me see here what else we got. Okay. I'm looking at this. Michael, well, I got you in chat. I'm looking at one of your bug reports about Serosen. You saw the thing here. Oh, let's see who we got. Anomaly. All right, I'm gonna put you on. Let's see here. All right, yo, you there? Can you hear me? Let's see. You may be muted. Let me see if I can get you. Let me do this. Hold on. Whoop. Try coming back in, Anomaly. Take care, Wowzers. I'll catch you later. Hey, Sunbear. Check your. You should have your. You should have a realm now. Congratulations. No, hey, that's cool. I'll do this. I'll probably. Silent Brad, no worries. I'll probably do this in the future. I'll probably just do this in the future. Let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna put. Hold on. Let's see here. There we go. Hey, let's see. Anomaly test 1 2. Let me see here. There we go.
I can hear. All right. So I missed.
Welcome to Moonbeam FM 259, the hottest
Moonbeam.
radio station on the planet. Moonbeam. What's your question?
So I know you guys. I just heard. I missed it, but it was about the shop, right? Can you go back and talk about that again? Just like how it would function, especially.
Oh, like shops on Moonbeam? Okay, yeah. Thanks for the question, listener. So our vision with shops and merchandise is, let's see here. Oh, I think he dropped. Let me bring him back on. Hold on. Here we go. All right, there we go. We got you now. So your question was about shops on Moonbeam.
Yeah, about shops and especially
Yep. Okay. All right. That's going to be, so we're looking in the future at adding shop capability. Oh, one more time for Anomaly. I think his phone keeps dropping in and out. 1 second here. Yeah, gotcha. All right. There we go. So I'll ask, so shops.
So my connection keeps dropping. So I'll save it for when I get home.
No, that's fine. I'll do this. I'll answer the question now. But I'll drop you from the call here, and then I'll answer the question. All right?
Yes. About just the shop for private realms and all that, and how it would function essentially.
There we go. All right. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Thanks for your question, Anomaly. Thanks for your question. Thanks for tuning in to Moonbeam Radio. We want to have shops eventually where people can sell anything they want, merchandise, books, whatever, and it'll be using the Moonstone economy. So the cool thing about that is, again, if you sell something on any platform on the internet right now, there's always a cut that's taken out. But on Moonbeam, because we set it up the way we have, you will be able to sell stuff here at full MSRP. If you have merchandise, swag, whatever, and you'll get the full sale value when it's sold to anyone, because you'll set the price, and then you can make money that way. So that's what's neat about Moonbeam is as we grow, Realms will really function in a very powerful way in terms of like what you can do with it. Um, Merchandise, if you're like I sell adventures for D&D, I could sell my adventures on here, and I won't get a cut that's taken out like I do on every other website. And some websites it's kind of wild. Like I have some adventures that get sold on some platforms where I lose 50% to the platform that it's sold on. That's a lot, and I'm excited to kind of build something where creators can keep what they earn. So yeah. DJ Guns, will Realm creators be able to make their own realms as things progress? Actually, I'm working on a application to put out where we're going to be looking for some folks that are interested in public realms, and I will, those are more like built around a broad topic or theme, and anyone could stream there initially. But we want to have kind of more genres on Moonbeam to see how things go. And then also asking if people want to have their own realm as well. And we'll just see kind of what the demand is for that, right? I'll tell you where my head's at right now is we're trying to focus on the public realms just because we've seen a lot of growth there. And we think that the growth has to happen first to then funnel down to the realms that are like the more niche communities, right? So that's our thought process. It's like we really want to focus on the public realm to bring on more streamers, to get them streaming right away, to get more viewers and fans and people talking about a certain genre or topic, and then meeting each other, building relationships, and then finding a realm that's more niche or more close-knit. And then we're going to also get to multi-streaming, or multi-realm streaming, I should say, where you will stream into multiple realms at once. So that's kind of like the thought process of what we're working out there. Hey, Storyteller Steve, what's up? Good to see you. If a train leaves Seattle going west at 600 miles per hour and a plane leaves New York going south at 100 kilometers an hour, what is your favorite color? It's red. Red is my favorite color. It's like that song in Les Mis. Red, the color of desire. That's a free one on everybody. DJ Guns, you could add that to a soundtrack or something. Mix it in. Silent Brad, merchandise would be through the realm? Yes. That's the thought right now. Yep. Because I think realm owners are going to be... that's how they're going to make their... that's how they can help make money and stuff like that too. There you go. Yep. Multi-streaming realm, syndication. Yeah, exactly. And when you think about it, it all makes sense, right? Because the streaming content is the show, and shows, like, when you think, again, I always go back to television because it was so funny when we were looking at like live streaming. Like the data is very, very stark for like live streaming. It's just such a abysmal failure, like overall. And you look at like why, and it kind of was like, well, it's the only kind of like video medium that's done differently than traditional video medium content creation. And we're like, well, it's the distribution problem. So again, video content should be treated like a show. I've just watched Severance on Apple TV. Awesome show. Love it. But there couldn't be a Severance channel. As good as Severance is, there could not be a Severance channel. That was like Severance 24/7 for years. Like it wouldn't be sustainable. Yeah, Anomaly. Yep. Public realm merch. Absolutely. What type of genres are we looking forward to seeing on Moonbeam? I will tell you some ones that have stuck out to me, DJ Guns, that have been mentioned. Like I've seen them mentioned multiple times, and I think they're kind of neat. Art is one. I think that's has a lot of potential. Art, music, DJing, that's like a big thing. I think that's one. Like fitness, kind of like that lifestyle fitness accountability. Cooking, I think cooking is really cool. So those have been things that I've seen talked about by a lot of people here and there. Like I get to, I'm always lurking. I'm everywhere. My eyes are everywhere. I'm like Batman, but a Moonbeam style. If you litter, I'll come beat you up. No, you know, I see these and I'm like, oh, I'm always noticing like there's the same thing said there, there's the same thing said there. It's kind of interesting. Uh, no magic mushrooms. Mead merch through Moonbeam. Alan Tucker, whole RPGs. Yeah, there you go. Get the whole RPGs. Could be like the Whole Foods of merchandise. Love it. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. No. So I'm gonna give an opinion here. I'm curious what chat you all think. But again, this is like the things you think about when you create a live streaming platform. Why is video gaming so dominant in live streaming? Why is video gaming so dominant? And it goes, I think, this is, my opinion. When you go back to the beginning of live streaming 10, 20 years ago, the very first one, I think it was like 20 years ago, the technical limitations required like a desktop computer and a setup on a PC. Now, it was stationary. You didn't have smartphones back then. You weren't walking around with cameras outside. It was a stationary thing. And, Justin TV started off and was then converted into Twitch. And then gaming became the thing. But when you think about it, when you are stuck at a PC in a stationary position, and remember, live streaming is different than any other previous form of video content, where if you look at the first movie ever created in the early 1900s, it was a team of people. It was like 18 people. If you look at any other video, like the video I made in, high school for a project was like me and a friend. It's like two people, right? Like you think about it. There's a camera person and there's the actor. There's multiple people involved in every form of video content creation, even like amateur content creation for video. But with streaming, there was only one person now. This person here with the camera right there. And this is a technical thing that I have to have a computer. I have to be stationary. All I need is this. So it's a team of one. What can I do as a team of one to get views or to kind of be seen? I can play a game. And when I play a game, then you get down this gaming track. And now live streaming, I think from that very simple technical limitations early on, like the technology did not support other things. Like imagine doing like a cooking stream 10 years ago. Like you're not going to bring your PC to your kitchen and set. I mean, you could, it'd be very awkward. You're not going to bring your PC to a public place and like live stream, right? You couldn't do that. And so I think it became dominated by gaming because of the technical limitations, and it just happened to be that way. I do think going forward, we're going to see a change. You have smartphones that allow people to be mobile when they live stream, which will introduce new genres like cooking, like making, music or playing music out in a park or walking outside or any of those things. I also think collaboration is going to become a thing because, again, right now, no other platform is doing it, but that's what we're trying to do on Moonbeam is solve the problem of content distribution through realms. Again, the realm is run by a realm owner who's that community builder who builds the means of distribution to the audience. They build the community around a genre, a niche, a thing, a brand, whatever. They do all that the same way like the TV studios and the movie studios handle distribution of content. Like the movie makers don't distribute the movie. The TV actors don't distribute the TV show. The studios do. So you need another entity to pair with the creative and then distribute the content. And so that's kind of like what we're doing. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Visiting museums. Yes. Let's look here. Storyteller Steve, I like your idea. An aquarium? Pet animals channel? Yo, that'd be cool. Like just like aquariums. I could click on them and like have that stuff. Hey, Manny, what's up? A fantasy tavern themed family friendly cooking show created in the divine inspiration realm. Heck yeah, that would be dope. There's a few of those fantasy tavern content creators that are pretty cool that I've seen. They're mainly on TikTok, but it's a thing. It's neat, you know. Um, it's also easier to pay people if there's just one person as opposed to six. Yeah, um, you'd think, and you're not wrong, but you know, I think what I noticed again from the content creation side on the publishing side of things, like from D&D, um, was you can make much higher quality content and make more money because it's higher quality. And now you stick out from all the other content when you work with people. So I started publishing and I started using royalty splits, which are the same as revenue splits, with editors, graphic designers, and artists. And so my books that I created were really awesome compared to me making it by myself, because I am not an artist, I'm not a graphic designer, I'm not an editor. I can write. And so when I leveraged royalty splits and revenue splits, I saw how you can create, just hundreds of times better than you could on your own. And you do it faster, more efficiently, and it results in more for everybody. Everybody on that team is now making more, because before doing that, the editor wouldn't make money, right? The graphic designer. But now when you work together to make something, you can do that. Same thing here. I think you're going to see this new type of thing of realm owner, moderators, creator, streamer working together. And I think quality will increase, output will be more efficient, and you consolidate resources and you do more. You do more while the individual is probably doing less, and it's better. Let's see here. Michael, Web 2.0 wasn't social media, it was social collaboration and social networking. Big Biz only saw a social media monetization avenue and pursued that. Yeah. I think, you know, again, this is why I love the Moonstones approach. I've talked about this several times. So, ads suck. Hate ads. Who likes ads? Not a single person. And you got to ask yourself, how much would you pay to not see an ad? Like, we know it's a business. We know things are businesses and we know they need to survive, right? Like, I know that. But I hate seeing an ad. I'd rather not. But the problem is like when you think of like a business equilibrium model, YouTube Premium, right? A lot of people love YouTube Premium. They don't get ads. I don't know how much it is. How much is YouTube Premium? Let's see here. Chat, if you know, let me know. I'm going to look it up real fast. Premium costs. Okay. It is $13.99. Okay? Per month, per person. Now, if I use YouTube, I don't know, 10 hours a month, and I see 3 ads an hour, let's see here. I'm going to just do some quick math. I know the math for Twitch. Maybe I should talk about that. I know the math for Twitch. I'll tell you, because I've done that. If you watch like 3 ads an hour, like the opening, the mid-roll, or whatever. Sorry, it's like 3 per segment. So that's 9 ads. And then you watch 10 hours. Okay. If you watch like 10 hours a month, you're going to get like 270 ads. Okay? Give or take. Now, when you look at how much ads pay, how much a creator gets paid from an ad being watched, and how much does the platform make from an ad being watched? It is a fraction of a cent. It's usually less than a quarter of a penny for both of those people. A quarter of a penny, right? Now, they'll charge everybody $13.99 to have ad free, or $15 in some cases to have ad free. But what if if I'm only watching 10 hours a month, that $15 or $13 might not be worth it to me. It's expensive. I don't spend that much time on that platform. So I don't want that. So now I got to like suck it up and watch these dang ads I don't want to watch. And maybe it stops me from watching more. It stops me from watching another creator. It has a lot of bad effects. Now, why do they do that? because the other platforms, they always want to like extract as much money as they can from the consumer. So they they have the normal monetization systems there. You got to pay, just like in dollars or something. Um, so they cannot transact. They have like minimum transactions that they can make without being like a negative to them. So, for example, any credit card transaction or any money transaction is a minimum of a 25-cent fee plus like a 3% charge, right? So you can't charge someone a penny, for example, because to pay a penny on like YouTube or Twitch, it would cost Twitch like 26 cents for that. So they would lose a quarter every time they charge you a penny. So why I'm a part of Moonstones, we're looking at down the road, the tip to skip idea. I've talked about this before lightly with some folks. But on Moonbeam, when an ad comes up, if we have ads, if you don't have any premium subscription, no Moonbeam Plus or nothing, you're just a normal viewer on Moonbeam, it'll say tip to skip, and it'll have like one Moonstone and then maybe a couple other options for Moonstones. But you tip the creator a penny with the Moonstone. Boop, you hit the button. Boop, I pay a penny. I don't have to watch an ad. The creator has now made 400 times the amount they would have compared to if you watched the ad itself. Crazy, right? A penny. A creator would make 4 times as much if you paid them a penny as they would as if you watched the ad. And then the platform Moonbeam, since we take our cut on the front end, we've already made more from you buying a single Moonstone. We've made more than if you watched an ad. Okay? And going back to what I said about if you watched 270 ads a month, that's $2.70 you'd have to pay. I would pay that. And in paying $2.70, you can miss 270 ads. I mean, heck, who watches 1,000 ads? That's $10. That's 1,000 Moonstones. You could tip 1,000 Moonstones and watch they would have to watch like almost 30, 40 hours of content. That'd be nuts. But when you think about it, the content creators, the creators you want to support by tipping a single Moonstone, they are making 4 times as much than if you had to suffer through an ad. And the platform you love is making much more from you buying a single Moonstone than if you had suffered and watched an ad. And now we create an economy where, and that's why Moonbeam Plus has a lot more benefits than ad-free viewing. Like that's the not even part of it. I mean, it is part of it. It's like the least thing we care about. It's like you're going to have, incentive bonus Moonstones you get, a bunch of cool stuff, all this. We're making that to be awesome because tip to skip will be a way for you to meet equilibrium. You will pay the exact amount of money. And that's kind of a wild concept when you think about it. And it all is capable to be done because we've subverted the minimum payment threshold that credit card transactions require because we use Moonstones. Because we were not greedy, which I think is we had a good value prop and system and ethos out the gate, which is going to allow us to do this now. And that's, to me, what's cool about Moonstones. I don't know. And the ad-free viewing experience you could have here, you could pay literally to the penny the exact amount of money to not watch ads on Moonbeam. And everyone involved, creator and Moonbeam, will make 400% more than if you watched an ad. Anyway, that has me really excited because I actually think that could change viewing all over, that concept. And it's crazy. People don't do that. Platforms cannot do that because, again, they can't charge you a penny. So they charge you a penny, it's going to cost them 25 cents. They're going to go into negative. But with Moonstones, there's no transaction fee because we've already done all that on the front end. Oh, Michael, yeah, I need to write that up in a post. Yeah, as we get closer, we will. We don't want to play our hand too much with the oh, we have to make one. We got to make one. No skills. I'm gonna talk to Jark. We actually don't have a Moonbeam Plus for Life badge, but we're gonna make one. That was only offered in the backer kit, so you're gonna have a lot of perks. A lot of perks. That's the cool thing. Like that, we're really trying to make Moonbeam Plus as we kind of get closer to full launch when that'll be rolled out. We want it to be a subscription that's more about uplifting creators and enhancing the experience on Moonbeam. We wanted it to really be a special, unique kind of subscription that people find value in, and not like you don't want your viewing experience to suck, do this thing. Like, nah. And again, most people don't get those subscriptions because if I told you like, oh, you could pay $2.70 and not see ads on, I don't know, YouTube or Twitch, most people would probably pay that if that's the exact amount of ads they would have watched. Or if I said, hey, I'm only going to watch, I don't know, a couple hours and I'll see 100 ads. Okay, pay $1. I would pay $1. Boom. Done in a heartbeat. You can tell I like talking about this stuff. So thanks for hanging out and humoring me. This is just, let's see here. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of neat stuff. I know Joanne, who does a lot of our product stuff, she's talked about, something about like maybe having an avatar on Moonbeam, and you could get little, I don't know, dress them up, right? Like, I do that with Dota. I like buy little aesthetic stuff, but then maybe the Moonbeam Plus subscription allows you to kind of do that. You get some little attire for your guy or gal every month or something. You put them on, dress them up. There's a lot of cool stuff to think about. And we'll be talking about that as we get more focused on that later on. But yeah, it's just neat to think that we're going to have something cool here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm looking at... I'm looking at a bug report about... someone was sending a message and then the page refreshed and it took their message away. Let's see here. Let me see this. Interesting. Huh. There's an interesting thing here. Sometimes you will get logged out. That's something we're tracking. So I'm wondering if like this person was typing a message and got logged out, and then they couldn't send. I'm just writing a note here for JD and the team. I want to tag Taylor, actually. Yeah. Let's see here. How many? Yeah. We're trying to figure that out. There's something with the authentication that is logging people out. It happens to me a lot too. So I'm actually going to send a note to JD about that. That has been one of the most difficult. I noticed it for me, and I don't know in chat if this happens to you. So I use everything: the app, mobile web, and desktop. And I kind of noticed like if I go into one and log in, it kind of like logs me out. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like that might trigger it. The engineering team's trying to figure it out. There's some stuff that's kind of sucks because some of our accounts that were here from the early days of Moonbeam, like it's some of us are affected because of that. But we're looking into that. We're looking into the it. I'll tell you this: it drives me nuts. No, Michael, it's odd. I don't know. I talk to JD and Pat about it a lot, and because I'm like, yo, and I'm glad that I use Moonbeam as much as I do to be like, yeah, this is annoying. I don't want to get logged out all the time. And so we're digging into it. Like, I want that bug dead. It's like the worst bug. I hate it. But yeah, if you all have any idea, let me know. If there's some trend you see when you do that, let me know. I for the life of me, it's just I could be like on the page, and I see like my user profile just like whoop, go away, and I'm like logged out. Let's see here. But that has been one of the we're trying to really get to that. Let me see here. Let me ask. I'm gonna put here in support chat on our Slack though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Beta phase for sure. So 100%. Yeah. The things that that's why we're open beta is good to just make sure we test everything out. We really want to get all these bugs squashed, and it's a lot to build. So the engineers, they work hard, and my goodness, so it's wild. Like, you hear stuff about like tech debt and then updates, and you change this and it affects that. It's a mess. I'm glad I'm not an engineer. Okay. I've been streaming for a minute. So I'm gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes, but I'm gonna drop my link here if anybody wanted to do an audio question to me, like the good old radio days, Moonbeam Radio. You can use that link. It will just be audio. You can ask a question, and I will answer it. If not, you could drop it in the chat. I'll talk that. I can answer them that way too. I just figured it'd be kind of fun to try. Like, I want to be a radio DJ. I was a radio DJ back in college. I went to Florida International University down in Miami, and I applied to their radio station, and I was given a slot, and I would play music, and I was like a radio DJ, and I would do voices and play songs. And there was a prison nearby, and the prisoners would listen to the radio station. I think it was like one of the only ones they got, probably because we were like AM. It was an AM radio station, so it had better, I don't know, ability to make it into the prison. And I got a call from one of them one time. They would listen to my show. It was cool. Yeah, no worries. Crying baby. I feel that. Skills, I've been there. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no worries, Michael. Appreciate you. Thanks for everything. Let's see here. But I'll be working on this Realm application and pushing that out. Oh, nice. Classical radio show, huh? Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Whew, that's early. Yeah, that's early. Let's see. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope to see you all around. We're gonna keep doing this stuff. Just I like checking in, and the team is busy working. Payouts will be out soon-ish. Pat's finalizing that with the team, so they're coming out today. It's just a matter of when they push that final payment out. Or they're building again. They're building the back end today, so this will happen automatically on the 1st and 15th going forward. So that's what the first payouts were done literally manually by Pat, one by one, boom, boom, boom. And this one is there's more technical requirements required to build this whole system up. Yeah. Yeah, we got some new realm owners out there. Hell yeah. We're going to have some more coming soon. Don't y'all worry. We're going to have some shiny new realms. All right, everybody. Take care. I'll see you around. As always, thanks for supporting Moonbeam, and I'm excited where we go and how we keep building it for y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Later.